What if I told you that the seafood you have been consuming, believing it to be healthy, is actually preventing blood from reaching the most crucial areas of your body? Even worse, it might be gradually harming your ability to experience pleasure, connect emotionally with your partner, and perform as you once did. I am serious about this. Over the last 10 years, I've observed a significant increase in circulation issues among older men, and in many cases, the cause can be traced back to what they eat for dinner. I am Dr. Mohit Kara. For over 3 decades, I have assisted thousands of men in their 60s, 70s, and older to regain their health, vigor, and intimate vitality without depending on medications, injections, or temporary solutions. Today, I want to share something that every man over 60 should be aware of. There is one natural type of seafood, often ignored or underestimated, which has been scientifically proven to improve blood circulation, repair the health of arteries, and gently, yet effectively, restore intimacy. But here is the unusual part. While many men consume shrimp, imitation, crab, or scallops believing they are making the right choice, they are actually harming the very systems that maintain circulation and desire. In this video, I will guide you through the 3 types of seafood that quietly undermine your blood vessels, then reveal the one powerful marine food that boosts nitric oxide, heals your inner vessel lining, and helps recover the strength and closeness you believed was lost forever. Before we dive in, please remember to click the subscribe button and enable notifications so you never miss another health tip backed by science, specially designed for men beyond 60 to regain strength, confidence, and a sense of connection. If this topic strikes a chord with you, type 1 in the comments. Otherwise, type 0 and share what you'd be interested in learning more about. Your input helps me tailor content that truly matters to you. Now let's uncover a truth most men seldom hear from their physicians: the actual cause behind the steep decline in energy, performance, and circulation after turning 60. It is not simply the natural aging process. Rather, there is a quiet, ongoing deterioration occurring inside your arteries. Without confronting this issue, no remedy or medication can deliver complete effectiveness. To start, let us explore what really happens to your blood flow and why this problem is much more widespread than commonly believed. 1. The circulation dilemma rarely discussed after 60. I vividly recall the expression on Robert's face. Robert is a 67-year-old retired patient, active and mentally sharp. Yet when he came to my office, he looked worn out. "Doc," he said, "I do not understand. I improve my diet and walk every day, but I still feel drained. And in the bedroom, things are just different." Robert's experience is something I encounter far too frequently, though very few talk about it openly. The issue is not low testosterone. It is not only aging. It is a crisis of circulation. After the age of 60, your arteries, the vital pathways carrying life-sustaining blood to your heart, brain, and indeed your most intimate areas begin to constrict and lose flexibility. Nitric oxide, the molecule responsible for signaling your blood vessels to relax and allow blood to flow freely, can decline by as much as 75%. As a result, there is less oxygen and fewer nutrients reaching critical areas, leading to compromised circulation. You might experience coldness in your hands and feet. You may also feel a fatigue that even coffee cannot alleviate. When moments of intimacy arrive, your body might not respond as it once did. This is not a matter of lacking willpower or masculinity, but rather biology. Yet, the encouraging news is once we identify the root cause, we can make a change. Your blood vessels possess the ability to recover. Nitric oxide levels can improve. With the right adjustments, your intimate life can return. However, the first step is understanding what is worsening the situation. For many men, aging alone is not the only culprit. Sometimes it is due to seafood that they have trusted. Let us discuss the 3 most prevalent types of seafood quietly damaging circulation in older men and why avoiding them might be the crucial change your body needs. These are the 3 types of circulation-damaging seafood that many older men consistently consume. When I initially started exploring the link between diet and men's vascular health, I must confess even I underestimated how significantly certain foods can either help restore or harm circulation. Like many, I believed that most seafood was a healthy choice. Low in fat, rich in protein, and full of minerals, appearing to be a safe option. The reality is that some of the most favored seafood options served to older adults these days may actually cause more harm than good. I recall a patient named Gerald who was 74 years old, widowed, and had recently started dating again. He told me, "Doc, I'm doing everything correctly. I stopped smoking. I monitor my sugar intake, and I eat healthy. I have shrimp 3 times a week because it is supposed to be beneficial for me." However, when I reviewed his lab results, his LDL cholesterol was elevated, his blood pressure was rising, and his circulation marker indicated early signs of endothelial dysfunction. That's when I realized we needed to examine more closely what was really appearing on his plate. Let's begin with shrimp. It is one of the most commonly eaten seafood items in the country, particularly among older adults who believe it to be a lean protein that supports heart health. Yet few understand that shrimp contains an exceptionally high amount of dietary cholesterol, about 180 milligrams in just a small 3-ounce serving. That exceeds half of your daily recommended limit in one meal alone. For a younger man with a robust liver and elastic arteries, the effect might be minor. But for a man over 60, when cholesterol metabolism slows and arteries become less flexible, this combination is risky. Over time, this surplus cholesterol promotes plaque buildup, hardening your blood vessels and restricting blood flow exactly where it is most needed: your heart, your brain, and indeed, your intimate health. Still, cholesterol is not the only issue to consider. Shrimp contains a protein known as tropomyosin that becomes increasingly difficult to digest as we get older. This explains why many men in their 60s and 70s suddenly develop allergies to shellfish that they never experienced before. It is not a coincidence. As the immune system ages, it becomes more sensitive, and tropomyosin can provoke inflammation in the digestive tract or even trigger widespread allergic reactions throughout the body. Adding to the concern, most shrimp available in supermarkets today is farm-raised in foreign countries where antibiotics, such as oxytetracycline, are commonly used. These antibiotics are banned in numerous nations but still appear in imported seafood products. Such antibiotic residues can upset the balance of your gut microbiome, increase inflammation, and potentially reduce testosterone production over time. Another seafood product to watch out for is imitation crab, also called surimi. Although it resembles crab and has a similar aroma, it is basically a highly processed fish paste combined with sugar, starches, salt, and artificial flavor enhancers. A single serving can contain more than 700 milligrams of sodium, which is a significant burden for kidneys that might already be compromised. Men with even mild high blood pressure could experience dangerous surges in their readings, along with fluid retention and sudden drops in energy levels. We should also remember its effect on blood sugar. A study conducted in 2020 showed that imitation crab increased blood glucose almost as fast as white bread. For individuals dealing with prediabetes or insulin resistance, conditions common among older men, this can pose a substantial health risk. Fluctuating energy levels, weight gain around the abdomen, and metabolic harm can significantly impair blood circulation. However, the seafood that catches most of my patients off guard is scallops. They are tender and sophisticated, often featured on many upscale dining menus. Yet beneath their golden brown crust hides a danger: cadmium. Scallops, similar to other shellfish that filter water, accumulate heavy metals from the ocean, particularly cadmium, a well-known toxin for the kidneys. Once cadmium enters the body, it lingers. It builds up in the kidneys and gradually impairs their capacity to filter blood, control blood pressure, and balance minerals. For older adults with borderline kidney function, this can silently push their health into a more critical zone without any warning signs. Another surprising fact for many of my peers is that scallops contain very low levels of omega-3 fatty acids. People consume them thinking they provide cognitive and cardiovascular benefits. However, a portion of 100 grams contains less than 30 milligrams of EPA and DHA combined. This is only a tiny part of the amount found in even a simple serving of oily fish or oysters. To summarize, not every seafood is equally beneficial, particularly for men above 60 years of age. Shrimp can quietly increase cholesterol and trigger immune reactions. Imitation crab elevates blood sugar, floods the body with excessive salt, and provides hardly any nutritional benefits. As for scallops, although visually appealing on the plate, they come with hidden risks. Certain plates can introduce heavy metals into an already delicate system while providing none of the anti-inflammatory benefits your body urgently requires. This might sound discouraging, especially if these foods have been part of your everyday meals. But here is the uplifting part. Once you remove the harmful foods, your body begins its healing process. Your blood vessels start to relax, your energy levels increase, your skin improves, and your self-assurance comes back. Yet, this is just the start, because now we reach the part that fills me with the greatest optimism. There's a particular seafood that is often overlooked and underestimated, yet clinical studies have demonstrated its ability to enhance nitric oxide production, decrease inflammation, and even help repair the fragile inner lining of your arteries. It benefits not only heart health and circulation, but also has the remarkable power to rekindle intimacy and restore something much deeper than mere physical function. Let us explore that next. When I first discovered the research, I could hardly believe it. A modest marine plant, frequently written off as seaweed, showed results comparable to prescription treatments for circulation, joint wellness, and yes, even intimacy. However, the evidence was undeniable. When I began advising this to my older male patients struggling with blood flow, vitality, and performance, the outcomes were truly extraordinary. This incredible sea product is known as sea moss. You may have heard it called Irish moss. It is not flashy and its flavor is quite mild, yet it ranks among the most nutrient-packed marine foods available. Its effects inside the aging male body are quietly remarkable. Sea moss holds over 90 trace minerals, essential components your body requires to operate but often misses as time passes. It provides iodine to support the thyroid, magnesium, and potassium to regulate blood pressure, iron for energy, and critically for circulation. It offers a unique blend of collagen precursors. These nutrients help the body mend blood vessels, skin, and connective tissues. What truly sets sea moss apart is its influence on nitric oxide. As you might know, nitric oxide is a compound produced by your blood vessels that enables them to relax and widen. This process is vital for achieving healthy erections, yet its production declines with age. This reduction can cause cold extremities, joint stiffness, and an irritating decrease in passion and responsiveness during intimacy. Sea moss encourages nitric oxide synthesis not only by supplying minerals but by diminishing inflammation in the endothelial layer of your arteries. This layer, called the endothelium, serves as the gateway for blood flow. When it is in good condition, circulation moves effortlessly. When damaged, blood flow becomes hindered. Sea moss has been proven to calm and repair this crucial lining. This lining works through its distinctive soluble fibers, antioxidants, and easily absorbed amino acids such as proline. One of my longtime patients, Henry, who is 70 years old, had tried numerous approaches including L-arginine supplements, testosterone injections, and even various prescription drugs, but his improvements were always short-lived. When we eliminated foods that harm circulation from his diet and incorporated a simple daily spoonful of sea moss gel into his morning routine, he started to observe subtle improvements within the first 2 weeks. His vitality returned, his digestion became better, and soon after, his self-assurance increased significantly. I am not claiming sea moss is a miracle or possesses magical properties. What it truly does is support your body's natural functions, including your digestive system, cardiovascular health, thyroid gland, and blood vessels simultaneously. This combined effect creates a positive chain reaction throughout your overall well-being. Sea moss is also abundant in mucilage, a gel-like soluble fiber that coats and soothes the digestive tract. This is important because gut inflammation is one of the most common yet frequently ignored causes of poor nutrient absorption, decreased energy, and hormone irregularities in older men. When inflammation affects your gut, your body finds it difficult to absorb the essential nutrients required for producing testosterone, managing blood sugar levels, and maintaining vascular health. Sea moss aids in calming and sealing the gut lining while nourishing beneficial bacteria, providing your body with a better opportunity to assimilate the nutrients you already consume. It also contributes to balancing sodium and other vital minerals. Potassium levels increase naturally, which contributes to maintaining healthy blood pressure without pushing your body into unnatural surges or drops like some medications do. Unlike fish oils or other supplements that can disturb digestion or cause prolonged burping, sea moss is gentle, plant-based, and simple to incorporate into your diet through soups, smoothies, teas, or even straight from the spoon. To prepare it, thoroughly rinse the dried sea moss, soak it in clean water overnight, then blend it into a smooth gel. Taking 1 or 2 tablespoons daily is sufficient. I suggest avoiding boiling since that may diminish some of the beneficial compounds. Keep it straightforward and let it work. What fascinates me most about sea moss is that it offers more than just improved circulation. It helps restore a sense of wholeness. You will notice better digestion, more flexible joints, healthier skin, and even enhanced mood and focus. When your blood flows smoothly and your body receives proper nourishment, everything improves, from your mobility to how you feel when you glance in the mirror. This is the true meaning of healing from within. For many men in their 60s and 70s, this marks the first time in years they feel like they are overcoming aging instead of struggling behind it. However, sea moss is not the only marine food revolutionizing health for older men. There's another ingredient rich in rare omega-3 fatty acids, minerals, and natural joint repairing elements, showing promising results in studies related to pain relief, flexibility, and stamina. Unlike sea moss, it offers distinct benefits that continue to impress researchers and users alike. Sea moss is a type of shellfish found only in one region of the world but is finally gaining the recognition it has always deserved. Let's dive deeper into this topic. 4. A genuine patient story and practical steps to follow. Not long ago, I sat down with a 72-year-old patient named Leonard, a former engineer and proud grandfather of 4. He looked at me with exhausted eyes and said, "I just want to feel like myself again. I'm not asking for miracles. I want to wake up with energy. I want to feel alive with my wife. I want to feel like a man." That moment stuck with me because I hear similar stories nearly every day. The truth is, Leonard's body was not broken. It was just lacking the proper support. We began by eliminating seafood that impaired circulation, which he had been eating for years: shrimp, scallops, and imitation crab. Then, we introduced what his body had quietly been craving: sea moss, green-lipped mussels, oysters, clean hydration, and gentle movement. Nothing extreme, no synthetic products, simply the right nourishment. Within a few weeks, his blood pressure lowered, his sleep improved, and he came in smiling once more. "I'm back," he said. "Not like when I was 20, but back nonetheless." This journey is not about chasing youth, but restoring function and giving the body the chance to heal naturally. One meal, one decision, one step at a time. If you're curious about a full week of meals that boost circulation and support your arteries, energy, and overall vitality, I have something prepared for you. Something special is coming for you next. To conclude, if you have reached this point, I want to express my gratitude, not only for watching, but also for caring enough about your well-being to remain inquisitive. What we have discussed today goes beyond just seafood. It is about becoming aware of the hidden habits that silently drain your energy and replacing them with choices that restore it. We began with a truth that is rarely shared with you. Poor circulation after 60 is far more widespread than most people realize, and it is not something you must accept as normal. Then, we revealed the quiet harm caused by common seafood items such as shrimp, imitation crab, and scallops. These foods might seem harmless but can subtly elevate your cholesterol, irritate your digestive system, and obstruct blood flow in the most critical areas. Next, we shifted our focus to sea moss, a potent marine food that supports the restoration of nitric oxide, repairs blood vessels, calms digestion, and renews the vitality many men fear they have lost. We wrapped up with a real-life story demonstrating how small, steady adjustments helped one man regain a sense of wholeness. This journey is not about instant solutions. It is about providing your body with what it has lacked: nutrients, oxygen, movement, and confidence. If you take that initial step today, the outcomes might surprise you. You are not too old, and it is not too late. Your body still knows how to heal. It only requires your help to start. Stay tuned. There's more to come. If this message resonated with you, please continue following along. Please take a moment to like this video. Share it with a friend or family member who might benefit from hearing these words. Also, leave a comment below as I read each and every one carefully. Your experience could motivate someone else to make a positive change. If you want to support the channel and help us continue producing genuine, science-based health information specifically for men over 60, please consider making a small donation. Every contribution counts and means more than you realize. Thank you sincerely for joining us here.